What's up guys, welcome back to another video. It's been a little while since I gave you guys an update on the Mk4 GTi, Project GTi, but here's the update. As you guys can see, I've already taken the door panel off of the driver's door. The door lock control module, it's actually bad on this car. And the reason why I know that is when I start it intermittently, the horn will actually go off and beep. Not really loud, not really long, just enough to make some noise. So while I'm replacing the said door lock module, which I have never done before, and the other reason I know it went bad was this halfway putting together door reflector light. I don't know why somebody would do something like this. Just buy it. It's like $10. Yes, I need to vacuum this. I need to clean it. It's got a water leak, probably coming from the windshield. I notice every time it rains, it gets really hazy on the windshield. And the rear carpet behind the driver's seat gets wet. So I'm assuming it's a seal of some sort. All these other seals look pretty good. They don't look worn out or anything. I don't know where it's coming from, but we have a water leak test person at work. So when I get this on the road, which should be not too long from now, I'll get it looked at, get the water leaks fixed, and get it sprayed, drop it, and really get on to fixing this thing. Well, not fixing it, but you know, fixing it up to where I want it. So intermittently the horn will go off, and that reflector, when it's plugged into this little clip here, it will actually, the door is supposed to give you, you're supposed to get a notification on the dash of an open door alert, like a chime, and every so often it'll do that. And I noticed a few weeks ago it turned on, the chime did, and it didn't turn off. And I thought, okay, well, let me just close the door harder. I closed it harder and it went away. But apparently within the day or two that I did not touch the vehicle, the chime came on and stayed on and drained the battery. Gonna go ahead and take off this whole assembly, and just happens to be with Volkswagen that this entire sheet assembly is the window regulator. So gonna go ahead and unbolt all of the connections all the way around. I did buy new door panel clips for the door panel, so all of these corroded clips that don't do jack, and all of these over here that are missing. You got one here, missing, and I do have to buy a new kicker because that speaker does not work. So let me go ahead and take the window regulator off. First I believe I have to roll this window down, but we'll see. Go ahead and pop these little boots off. Okay, take two. So for those of you that know how much of a pain in the butt this repair is, there's a little piece of advice that I can give you guys when doing this door lock control module. Make sure you put those two holes exactly where they're supposed to be. There's not really that much adjustment here. There is a bunch of adjustment here on the hinge, but I actually got to pull mine in because the body line at the bottom doesn't, I kind of adjusted it and screwed it up, so I'm gonna adjust it and put it back. But if you guys see here, if I can get it to focus, maybe not, there's a little black piece right there. It connects to the door lock module, and that is what tells the door to open. When you have it locked, obviously it's locked. When you unlock it, you pull this door handle, and that little cable tells the lock module to open. And that was my problem this whole time, because I put it in and I had too much tension on that cable. Now if you guys don't know what that means, I'll show you. If you open the cable, said cable, see a little black plastic piece there. If you pull that out, there's a bunch of like ribs down the whole insert here, and that's your adjustment. On the other side of that clip, the one that's plugged in right here, I wish I could get in there closer to you for you guys, but that's about as close as I can get without it distorting. there's a bunch of ribs on there, and on that little black plastic piece there's ribs on that side, so it's almost like a plastic Velcro. You know, there's no noise from latching and unlatching, but it just slides right into place, kind of like your front splines on your axles. There's a specific way it's got to sit. Well, this will just sit right onto it. It depends on how much tension you have on that cable though. If you pull the cable tighter and then plug it in, it's not going to let your door open properly, so you have to have just enough tension on there to where when you pull this, it'll actually open and engage that actuator. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, let me show you. Alright, this is my old door lock module. This is how it sits. You see the two bolt holes right there. It goes into the door frame. But on that piece right there, the little brass piece right there, that is what is connected to your, there's a little plastic piece, a metal cable, and then your door handle's right here on the outside. If you don't have enough tension, let me show you this. Let me try to do this one-handed, because it's a lot of tension on this. Oh, come on, open. Alright, so that's how it looks when you pull the door handle outwards to open the door. Now if you have the proper amount of tension, it snaps back into place. But if you have too much tension and it's too tight, meaning you put that little plastic piece too far outward on those ribs, when it comes back, it'll only shut to about like right in that position. And it's not telling the door to unlock at that point. It has to be completely flat. So if that makes sense to you guys, then obviously it makes sense. If you've done this before, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then you'll see what I'm talking about when you get to that. But that's what I want to talk to you guys about. Just give it enough tension to where it can grab and unlock the door before you put everything back together. I went ahead and tested it because this is my second go around with this. I actually shut it, and for some reason, I guess I put too much tension on it and it locked itself into position, in the shut position. So that's no bueno. If you guys have any questions about this, let me know. I'm gonna go ahead and put the door skin, aka regulator, back into place, connect all the wires, get everything back together. I'm gonna repair the door handle, so you guys will see that in another episode. Otherwise, take care guys. See you guys on the next one.